Hi everyone, it's Ashley and I'm excited to be back with you to share a process video. It's been a while since my last process video, but I've been busy working on some classes for big picture classes, and the first one is live right now, and I'll have a second one coming up later this year. The one that's up right now is called Old Favorites with a New Twist. If you'd like to check it out, just head over to the Big Picture Classes website. And so now back to the layout I'm working on. This is for Hip Kit Club using the August 2015 hip kits. And I got my hip kits last Wednesday, and by Saturday morning I had completed 3 layouts already, and this was actually the 3rd layout that I did, but I had time to create a process video to go along with this one, so I wanted to get it posted first. And you can see I've gotten started. I cut a heart shape with my Cameo from the Studio Calico paper, and I'm going to stitch along the edge, so I just cut that out, and then I also used the sketch pen to draw an outline on the outside edge of the heart just so I could have a line to follow for my stitching. And I'm just doing the back stitch. You've seen me do that plenty of times, so I just wanted to show a bit, and you can see there I've got it finished up. So what I'm going to do is use various stickers from the embellishment kit, the main kit, and the Project Life kit, and I'm going to layer those behind that heart so that they will show through and just make that kind of a big element on the layout. And I've got 3 sets here that I'm using. These are the Wonder thickers from the Wonder collection from Crate Paper. And so I'm starting out, and you can see I have a box there. And I kind of wanted to start out using that as my guide, but you'll see in a few minutes I go back and change things up because the box was a little bit larger than the heart shape, and so I'm actually putting these stickers a little bit outside the heart, and I didn't want to waste them and use them in unnecessary places. So I'm kind of testing it right now and just getting those in place, and I'm going to grab the heart paper in just a second and layer that back over just to see what it looks like. And so you can see that I'm covering up a lot of those, so I just kind of traced the heart shape with a pencil, and so now I'm using that more as a template for my thickers and just getting those in. And I'm just kind of eyeballing these, and I do notice that they kind of start going downhill eventually, but perfection kind of goes out the window. So I just went with it, and they're supposed to look handmade when you do your layouts anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But I really like the look of this because it's kind of the craft wood grain and gold thickers, so it gives that natural kind of look to the page. And I wanted that so that the other colors would stand out, and you can see I've got all of those on there already. And it would be fun just to even leave it like that if you wanted to do something cool like that instead of placing the die cut heart over the top of it. I like the look of this also. And now what I'm doing is taking some of the thickers from the gold woodland thickers from Dear Lizzie, some of the ones that I don't really use, like X's and K's and Q's, and I want to use those to pop my paper up because that's the highest thicker set on the page. And I wanted to use something to give it a little more dimension just to pop up over those, and I didn't want to use pop dots because they were just a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to each of those stickers and then glue that there. And so you can see that it just pops it up, even with the thickers that are in the center of the heart. And I wanted to add some color shine, so I just placed the positive heart shape back in its place and just used that to cover up the thickers so my color shine wouldn't get over those. And now I'm going to start adding my photo and some embellishments. And these are some cards from the Project Life kit, and I really like these for layering, especially for my photos, because the size photo that I use usually is a good size to go along with those Project Life cards, and so I just put 2 of those behind the photo. And I'm going to add some adhesive. Since it is popped up there a little bit, I wanted to add some pop dots to the back of the photo at the top, and then I just added some adhesive to the bottom of the photo. And I didn't want to cover a lot of the lettering in the heart, so I'm going to create clusters. I'm going to do 1 around the photo, 1 above the top of the heart, and then 1 to the right side of the heart, just so that my thickers in the heart shape will show through and be a standout item on the layout. And so I'm just grabbing different embellishments that are included in the kits this month. I really like those Dear Lizzie thickers, the little chipboard pieces. They add some great dimension to your pages, so I used several of those. And now I'm completing my title, and you can see that I actually ran out of some of my letters, and one of those was the letter E. So I just used the number 3 from the 2 thicker sets that I'm using for the completed title. And I also ran out of some of the L's and V's on the corrugated alphas, so I just cut some of my letter T's and some of the A's to create the L and the V that I needed to finish those up. That's a great way to make your thickers last a little bit longer. And this heart shape, or whatever shape you wanted to use, would also be a fun way to use up those thickers on your paper or on your sets that maybe you don't use, like I said, the X's and the Q's, and you could just kind of do whatever shape you wanted and then just add those different thickers to the background. If you wanted to have it cohesive, you could paint those. You could leave them the same color that they are if you wanted to. You could get coordinating color thickers just to create a fun look. You don't necessarily have to add a word, so that would be a fun way. I know I have tons of thickers that still have like all of those unused letters, so this would be a fun way to use those up. And so now I'm going through the crepe paper bits that are included. I wanted to add in some of that kind of peachy color that's in my daughter's shirt, and so I find a couple of little sentiments here in the bits pack that have that color, and I use those to create kind of a visual triangle around the page. So you can see I added one there at the top and one over on the right hand side, and so it just draws that color around the whole layout. And this is the base for the embellishment clusters that I'm going to be creating. So I'm just getting those in their spots. And I just kind of go through all the different embellishments. Some of them I used, some of them I didn't. I'm back to the thicker sheet from Dear Lizzie. Like I said, I really think those are cute and they go well on the page. And I wanted to add some different textures, so I grabbed some of the wood veneer hearts from Pink Fresh Studio from their new Happy Things collection. That's included in the kits this month. And I didn't use any of the puffy stickers. I'm going to save those for other layouts later on. And since I had some gold with the thickers, I wanted to add in a touch more gold. So I used some of the chipboard glitter thickers from Freckled Fawn. And I'm also going to grab some of the little sequins and enamel dots from crepe paper. And I'm going to add some of those also. I like that it has the colored enamel dots and it also has the gold sequins. So that's pretty much going to finish up my page, just adding some of those around the layout, just kind of putting those in the clusters. And if you would like to see some more of my layouts for Hip Kit Club, you can visit the blog all this month for my upcoming layouts. And if you want to check out the August kits, visit the Hip Kit Club website. And you can also visit my blog at ashleyhortondesigns.com. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time.